Welcome back, I'm Rahana and we are playing more of Gakuen Heaven 2. This is a direct continuation from the last video, so Kuya has just managed to talk just the tiniest bit of trash about Joker, and now Shiba is super pissed. So, let's see what happens. And this just cracks me up because I've actually been having an email conversation with someone who's playing this game for the first time, and one of her first observations from just playing through the very beginning of the game, where Yuki gets the armband from Inosuke and meets Joker and Chiba and Kuya and Takuto, is she said, well, there's two characters with swords. If they don't end up having a duel at some point, it'll be such a waste. And it was everything I could do just to not send her this CG, because I was like, how did you know that was going to happen? She had so many other good observations too. I was really cracking up because some of the things she was saying, I was like, did you actually play this game and you're just not telling me that? But I don't know, maybe things are a little more obvious, but I was just so excited to be playing that I didn't take special note of anything. I just went with it and was blown away by every little revelation. So maybe other people are just more observant than me. But anyway, this has come to blows now, and so again, talking about Joker, you and he are in different dimensions. Don't be so conceited. Ooh, that was close, that was close. So you can't see anything happening, but of course you can hear the sounds of the swords whipping through the air. And of course Yuki doesn't like any of this. Please stop, you two. Don't swing around the wooden sword, you'll get hurt. And Arata says, well, I think it's okay. But it's a wooden sword and a fencing sword. If they fight with those, of course it'll be bad. But that's always happening. Always? Yeah. And Kuya, of course, he's making all these little effort noises as he's dodging around whatever it is that Chiba's trying to do here. And he's saying, the blood's getting to your head. You're not hitting what you're trying to hit. Shut up! So you can see that Chiba has completely lost it here. Well, Kuya aside, Chiba looks pretty serious. He is serious. But Usagi-san is serious too. If he wasn't serious, it would be impossible to completely dodge Hayaya's sword. Hayaya? He's Chiba Hayato, so Hayaya. So Arata has a cute name for just about everyone. I'm trying to think, is it everyone? Maybe everyone. And Yuki can't deal with this, says I'm getting weak. And Arata has a little more information for us. Says, Hayaya, he's strong too. When he was in middle school, he won the national kendo tournament. He won a national? And ever since he came here, he's been the winner or the runner-up at competitions here and there. So Chiba's really good. Then he's insanely strong. Guys from other schools who came for practice matches said he's as strong as an ogre. And Kuya just doesn't seem to be fazed by that at all, saying Chiba-senpai over here. And poor Yuki's getting a little worried here. He says, whoa, I can feel the whoosh over here, so the air from the sword being whipped through the air so quickly. If that wooden sword hit someone, it would be more than just getting hurt.
だね
Right.
だねって、そんなのんきに。
Don't be all right. How can you be so carefree about this?
でもいつものことだから
But this is always happening, so Arata just completely unfazed. And Yuki says Arata's calm, but... And we have a choice here. We can say run, or encourage Kuya. Say, Kuya, do your best. Or, oh well. So let's encourage Kuya. I can't just stand by and watch silently.
クエさん、頑張れ。
Kuya-san, do your best.
任せろ。
Leave it to me.
今の突き、すごい。
That thrust just now was amazing.
見ていたまえ。これが俺の実力だ。
Well, just you watch. This is my true strength.
いい気になるな。
Don't be so full of yourself.
おさぎさんかっこいいね
Usagi-san is so cool.
はい。それにしても、千葉さんはすごいな。あれ、本気ですよね。
Chiba's amazing too, so he's serious?
本気本気
He is.
当たったら、相手が怪我するかもしれないのに。怖くないのかな。
And if he hits someone, his opponent might get hurt. Isn't he scared? So afraid of hurting someone, maybe?
さあ
And Arata says, who knows?
それを全部かわしているクーヤさんもすごいし。
And Kuya's amazing too. He's dodging everything.
危ない。
Watch out.
と、
このネズミが
I'm not really sure what kind of insult that is, but he's calling him a mouse.
今日の攻撃は当たる気がしないな、千葉先輩。
Maybe because mice are good at scurrying away from bad situations. And Kuya's laughing. He says, I don't feel like getting hit by your attacks today.
バカにするな
Don't make fun of me.
ああはややってばほんと頭にきちゃってる
And Arata says, Hayaya seems like he's really lost his cool.
いつもだったらもうちょっと当たりそうなんだけどな
Normally he seems a little more like he's actually going to hit.
あれよりすごいんですか。
And Yuki's impressed by this. He's even more amazing than this.
狙いがシャープっていうのかな
I guess you could say his aim is pretty sharp.
そんな感じ
Something like that.
あれより。
More than this.
だよ
Yeah.
そっか。
甘い
Too weak.
残念。今日の千葉先輩になら入ると思ったんだが。
Kuya says, too bad. I thought I could get a score on you today.
なめるな
Don't underestimate
ねえ
me.
ねえ、新田さん。
Hey, Arata.
何
あの二人、もしかして結構楽しんでる？
And Yuki finally seems to understand what's going on here. And he says, could it be that those two are actually having a lot of fun?
エース君は案外鋭いね
And Arata says, oh, you're surprisingly sharp. So finally he understands what's going on here. Even though they are fighting, they are enjoying themselves.
うわ君たち何してるんだよ。
And Keita has come upon this and is freaking out. What are you doing?
あ、伊藤先生。
Oh, it's Professor Ito.
二人ともストップストップ。
It's pretty easy to understand what he's saying there. He's commanding stop.
先生危ない。
Watch out.
千葉先輩、ナイス寸止め。
And Kuya is saying to Chiba, nice sudden stop there. So he was in the middle of trying to strike Kuya, and Keita obviously just jumped in the way without even thinking about how he could be hurt. And Chiba was able to stop at the last moment. So that's how skilled he is. And Yuki says, amazing, he stopped the wooden sword at the very last moment.
詐欺森くんも千葉くんも一体何やってるんだよ。
What on earth are you doing?
それは
真剣勝負です。
It was a serious match.
真剣勝負？
そうそうおさぎさんとはややのいつものあれだよ
So here comes Arata jumping in to also kind of take the heat off these two. Yeah, it's one of their usual matches.
いつもの？
Usual?
喧嘩じゃないのかい？千葉くん。
It wasn't a fight?
真剣勝負です
It was a serious match.
でも勝負って審判もいないのにどうやって勝敗つけるんだよ。
But if it's a match without a judge, how will you decide the outcome? So how do you know who wins?
相手を叩きのめせば勝ちです
You win if you hit the opponent.
それって喧嘩じゃないか。
That's a fight.
せっかくおさぎさんがごまかしたのに、はややの正直者。
Even though Osagi-san tried to trick him, Hayaya is honest. So that's something that Joker has said before about Chiba, is that he's very honest. He's too simple-minded, really, to lie. He's just not motivated to not tell the truth. Because remember, he also gets tricked very easily by the things that Joker does. So he is very honest and takes things at face value. In that way, he is quite a bit like Yuki. But Yuki is able to kind of see the possibilities of things, while Chiba is more just very straightforward. What you see is what you get.
水瀬くんたちも見てたんならちゃんと止めないと。
Since you two are watching, you should have stopped it.
はーい。
Right.
でもほら勝負だから。
And Yuki is trying to salvage the situation, saying, but it was a match, so...
勝負でも危ないことには変わりないだろ。
Even if it was a match, it doesn't change that it was dangerous. And I'm over here wondering, you know, if this is when Kaito himself was in school, would he really have tried to stop anyone? Or has he become a little bit of a boring adult at this point? Maybe he feels like he needs to do his teacherly duties as expected, instead of, you know, letting students get away with almost murder.
当たったら怪我をするし、他の人を巻き込んだら大変じゃないか。
Getting hit would have caused an injury, and it would have been terrible if any other people had gotten involved.
ご安心を。誰かを巻き込んだりは絶対にしません。
Don't worry, we absolutely wouldn't involve anyone else.
千葉先輩と俺なら寸止めくらいできますから。
Because Chiba-senpai and I can both stop our swings.
な、千葉先輩。
Right?
当然だ。
Naturally.
そういう問題じゃない。
That's not the problem.
ほら、仲直りしないと。もう絶対に喧嘩なんかしたらダメだからな。
Look, you have to make up. You absolutely can't have any more fights. And he's definitely going all teacher mode here. It's actually really cute.
はい、わかりました。
Yes, I understand.
すまない、千葉先輩。俺が言い過ぎた。
Sorry, Chiba-senpai. I went too far.
その手は
What's with that hand?
仲直りの握手だよ。ほら、千葉くんも手を出して。
It's a handshake to make up. Look, you hold out your hand too. Chiba just grunts.
Nah.
Okay. And he kind of grabs Chiba and kind of pulls the two of them together.
はい、握手。
Here, shake.
よし、仲直り。これでいいですよね、先生。
Alright, we've made up. This is enough, isn't it, Professor?
うん、それでいいよ。
Yeah, that's good.
もう喧嘩なんかしちゃダメだぞ。特に武器を使っては禁止。
You mustn't fight anymore. You're especially forbidden from using weapons.
いい？
Got it?
もちろん、喧嘩なんかしませんよ。な、千葉先輩。
Of course, we won't fight. Right, Chiba-senpai?
ああ。
Yeah.
クーヤさん、喧嘩はしなくても勝負はする気だな。
Even though Kuya says he's not going to fight, he does intend to keep having matches.
はややもね。
Hayaya too. Well, after all, even though they complain, I guess they get along pretty well.
じゃあ、俺は行くから。みんな仲良くするんだよ。
Then I'll be going now. Everyone get along.
はい。
Right.
バイバイ。
Bye. So, I mean, does Keita really think that this means that they've made up? I hope he's not still that naive, but maybe he is, so I don't know.
ま、今一番危なかったのは先生なんだがな。
Well, just now, the one in the most danger was the professor.
ですね。いきなり二人の間に飛び込んでいったからびっくりしました。
Really? Since he suddenly flew in between you two, I was surprised.
ねえ。
Yeah.
はやや、もうちょっとで当てちゃうところだったんじゃない？
Hayaya, just a little more and you would have ended up hitting him, right?
いや、
No.
そうだ、何を言う。千葉先輩がそんなことするもんか。
Yeah, that's right. What are you saying? He wouldn't do that. So, again, here's Kuya jumping to someone's defense, and it's not Hattori this time, it's Chiba. Even though they are rivals, he will still defend Chiba honestly because he really does respect him.
生徒のために一生懸命な先生に怪我をさせるなんて下手くそのやることだ。
Injuring a professor who does his very best for the students would be a really crappy thing to do.
千葉先輩はそんな生半可な技量の持ち主じゃない。
Chiba's skill isn't so undeveloped.
貴様が言うか。
You're one to talk.
寸止めできなかったら貴様の体でかばうつもりだっただろうが。
If I hadn't stopped, you were going to shield him with your body.
バレてた？
Oh, you realized?
貴様のそういうところが嫌いだ。
That's what I hate about you. What?
でさ、もうやんないの？続き。
Then you're not gonna do any more?
水を刺されたからな。今日の勝負は引き分けだ。
Well, he put a damper on it, so today's match is a draw.
いいだろ、千葉先輩。
Is that okay?
ああ、
Yeah.
そっか。で、これからどうする？
Well, I see. Then what are you going to do now?
千葉さんは道場に行くんですよね。
So, Chiba-san, you're going to the dojo.
そうだ。
That's right.
新もそろそろプールに行こうっと。
And it's about time for Arata to go to the pool.
俺はまだまだ二之助探しを続けるぞ。
I have a lot more searching for Ninosuke to do.
みんなバラバラだね。エース君はどうする？
So everyone's splitting up. What are you going to do?
俺は
So you get the choices of what to do here. So you can go look for Ninosuke with Kuya some more. You can go to the pool with Arata, or you can follow Chiba to the dojo. So you can see this is the scene that you would get here if you had pursued either any of these three characters. So if you went for Kuya, Arata, or Chiba, you would see this scene. And that choice before where you could tell Kuya, you know, encourage him to do well in the fight, there were two other choices there, and those two choices are either for Arata or for Chiba. So this is one of those parts where the story branches off. So we haven't seen this one at all so far, because we haven't gone after any of these three characters. But you know, during the commoner, it does split off into several different spots, which are limited by the characters that you've decided to interact with, which is as you would expect. And then once you actually choose your partner in the Bell one, that's when you're really on one particular character's route and you can't get off it. I'm going to stop here because there's much more as we search for stupid Ninosuke, which would never be my choice, but if I wanted to hang out with Kuya, I guess I would do it if I had to. So that's the fight scene. Kind of cute to see how Keita's been incorporated into the scene there. It's nice to know that he is not just always in the background, but he does get to interact a little bit. I mean, he doesn't make a lot of appearances because this is Yuki's story. This is where Yuki is meant to shine, but nice to have him in there as the returning character, someone familiar, and you know, he was the one who was the protagonist the first time, so he's kind of the face of the entire series. So good to meet up with Keita again. But for now, I'm going to stop, and we will continue looking for Ninosuke next time. As always, thanks for watching!